maybe another black man down. As fast as you got your careers, as fast you can lose it. Cenat, one of his homies, have been accused of R-wording a young lady while she was asleep after he invited her to his New Year's Eve party into the new year. Now, I'm not saying that he's guilty. This is all alleged. And I'm not saying that she's lying. But this is what happens when you get money fast and you bring people with you. You're not able to vet them and stuff like that, because even when he talks, it's a sense of loyalty, because that's his man. He knew him for a long time before he was who he was. And it's hard to look at your friend in that light. It's hard. I can see it bother him, because when you meet these people, you invite them over. You meet these girls online or meet them in the street, you invite them over. It's hard to believe that your man would do something like that, but it can happen. Just like that. And before I give my opinion, let me just tell you the story. I was invited by Cenat. When I decided to leave, he told me I'd be safe upstairs since I was drunk and nobody would bother me. However, after I fell asleep, since I thought I was safe due to there being security at Kai's confirmation. However, I wasn't safe. DS walked into the room where I was asleep and brutally R-worded me to the point where I bled. When I woke up to see him still on top of me, I called him out as the R-word, and he told me that I was in his bed and that's why he did what he did. I was in shock. I called, texted my friend who invited, but I got no answer. And I was told by the R-word that he left, which I found out later to be a lie. He told me we can just keep it a secret and pretend nothing happened, but I was already traumatized by then. I asked him if he at least used protection, which he then showed me a dirty condom and said, yes, Skins condom. Now I have to take medication for a month to make sure I don't catch any STDs. As you all know, those condoms only protect you from unwanted pregnancies, not STDs. I spent all day crying and processing what happened to me instead of enjoying my vacation in New York. At nighttime, I had dinner reservations, but I went to the emergency room instead, as I was still in pain from what had happened to me. I described what the person looked like to my friend who had invited me, and he said he didn't know the person. However, after digging a day and a half, I found the person's Instagram and that they've been friends for years. It's been 5 days since the incident, and I haven't been able to sleep or eat properly. I haven't been able to socialize or go to work. This is all I think about 24/7. I'm not looking for attention. All I want is justice that I deserve. I want to stop him from hurting anyone else. Now, I don't want to take anything from her because she's the victim. This is all alleged until we hear the whole story. I saw Cenat video, and he said that he will be working with the police, and the police got it and all that stuff. Sometimes you got to let these dudes go. Sometimes you got to vet your friends. Sometimes you got to see their behavior, because this type of stuff could change your life forever. This type of stuff could take away all the fame just like that. Twitter and everybody's trying to cancel you because the girl allegedly said that you ignored and act like you didn't know the guy. And sometimes it can be shocked meeting these people from the street and the internet, and people have to live in reality. When you're friends with somebody for a long time or you know them for a long time, you're not going to automatically believe somebody else. Hey, listen, I'm going to keep it real. I've been accused of stuff, but I had proof, cameras, ATM cameras, all that stuff that I had. Security downstairs, I had all them things. And I was able to overcome. There's a lot of people that can't overcome the truth. And I'm not saying this girl did that. And I'm not saying that she's lying. I'm saying that what the young man was thinking. I personally experienced something like that I overcame when my character was attacked. If I didn't have the cameras, if I didn't have the behind the scenes, if I didn't have the studio cameras, if I didn't have the ATM, if I didn't have, like, they really go into these investigations to make sure these things is not true. And I wasn't accused of that, but it was something similar in the same boat. Wasn't that worse? So I understand his automatic reservations to accuse a person that he know over someone he doesn't. We have to live in reality. We have to live in reality. We got to stop acting like this thing don't happen. These things don't happen. Right? Now, I understand, and I salute him for coming up and actually, because I could tell that it bothers him. I could tell that he doesn't want to admit that because it's something big. It caught him off guard. And he could be complicit in something by not knowing, by holding his man down, by thinking that she's just another one of them. So I see his point, but I also see hers. She went out there and she trusted Kai and trusted him to be safe. Regardless of what and how she met him, she trusted him to be safe. She was drunk. She was aware that she was drunk. She went upstairs to lie down. And apparently this happened to her. And the fact that he was dismissive, it caused more trauma. He added on to that. And I feel bad for her. Reading her story, I feel bad. So I'm not saying who's lying or who's telling the truth. Imagine you a girl going to spend some time with somebody that you watch or somebody that you met and somebody who's popular, and you choose or you think that you're going to be safe, and this happens. But also there are people who do bad things who target these guys. So you never know which way to go until you get the full proof and the full evidence, and you may not want to believe me. You may be mad, you'll flip, you talking out the side and you victim shaming. I'm not. If that man did that, he deserves whatever is coming to him. It's a fact. You don't want to wake up with somebody on top of you and doing that. It's not fair because just because a girl is a fan or a supporter and she meets somebody that she should be taking advantage of, man, nah, man. Nah, it's not fair. She didn't deserve that. No woman deserves that. She going there to chill. She ain't go there. She going there feeling like she's safe and there's security. I see both sides of the coins, but let me tell you something to the girls. When you go to these celebs' house, first and foremost, stop getting so drunk like that. You a young girl. Stop drinking automatically and getting drunk like that. Second of all, bring a bunch of girls with you. And bring somebody that don't drink. Third of all, keep your location on with somebody. Let's talk about it. If you're going to drink and carry on like that, you need somebody sober. You need somebody to know what's going on. You need to take precaution. You need to, because look what's going on. Now your life has changed forever. Now you in the media and people may bash you because they may not believe it. For girls that's going out to these big gatherings, please take certain measures to make sure that you're safe. Come on, she ain't deserve that, man. She felt alone. She felt cold. She can't sleep. She can't eat because a lot of times we look past things like that. Like, man, she making it up because you're going to believe your man who you knew for a long time. That's just what it is. And these kids that get this money so fast, within 24 months, don't have the knowledge or the education to move proper when situations like this happen. Now look what's going on. They're trying to cancel the young man because he didn't have the knowledge. He didn't understand. He thinking that his man is right when his man could be a dirty sleazebag. And sometimes, God, I'm going to keep it real. You got to leave the trash where the trash belongs. I'm not saying that all your mans would do this, but let me tell you something, homie. It could be your man that could take you down. And this is a lesson for you. I wish the best for you, and I wish the best for this young lady. And if this happened, he going to get what's coming to him. Queens.